Hello, Melissa Darmwan for the Finance News Network. Joining me from Next Science is Chief Technology Officer Dr. Matthew Myntti. Matthew, nice to meet you and welcome to FNN.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you for taking the time today.
You're welcome. First up, can you start off with an introduction to the company?
So Next Science is a company that started in 2012. And in 2019, we publicly listed. We developed treatments for bacterial infections, preventing of surgical site infections and treatments of known infections on patients.
And what is biofilm and why is it important to the human race that we have answers to biofilms?
So biofilm is a protective mechanism by which bacteria protect themselves. About 90% of bacteria actually exist in biofilms, not in planktonic form. And it is that protective structure that they build upon themselves that allows them to be resistant to antibiotics, leads to a lot of antibiotic resistance, and makes a serious problem in surgical sites when you get a biofilm forming that can't be treated.
And what led you to finding an answer for biofilms?
So the majority of people that were working on biofilms previously were all microbiologists, and they were looking at metabolistic interactions that were happening with the bacteria, the way that they live, the way they exist. Whereas my PhD is in material science and engineering, so I looked at this from a structural standpoint. So we physically deconstruct the structures that actually hold the biofilm together and then pretty easily kill the bacteria within. So it's just a different way of looking at it than it's previously been done.
Biofilms have been known for a long time. Why hasn't anyone else found the answer?
Again, this goes back to the point that these were microbiologists looking at this, and they were looking at the way the bacteria actually live and exist and not looking at the structures. We take this kind of brute force structural approach and just break everything down chemically. So it's a physical approach rather than a microbiological approach.
And congratulations on your most recent FDA approval. What does that mean for Next Science and your product portfolio?
So Next Science has been an R&D company for a long time. This is a new product that's launching that can be used in all surgical applications, and it's a wash that prevents surgical site infections. So it makes a huge difference for patients. And it's the first product that's allowed to be left in. So we actually get this anti-biofilm effect for a prolonged period after you close. So hopefully can make a huge difference to patients and caregivers and preventing those infections, especially when there's an implant in the body.
Dr. Matthew Myntti, thanks for the update. Look forward to hearing from you later in the year.
Thank you so much.